Hello, everyone, and welcome to the evening update. I just ran up the stairs. Don't mind my heavy breathing. That's right, we did it. Welcome, repost the live. Thank you, Shell. That is correct. Guys, it's been a crazy week. Rounded out, the markets did not like the end of the week. Some of us that actually do, long-term investments and know what we're doing, I sold some calls, so I did pretty well on that. Is what it is, guys. But here we are. The week has been a little wild. Had some developments. What's up, Joaquin? Good to see you. Thank you for showing up in the chat. Guys, let's get into the stories. We have quite a few from the last few days, and I'll cover most of the large ones again tomorrow for the weekly update. So let's get the first one pulled up. First thing, though, check out the profile. Go to the website, patriotdad.org. You can find the different ways to support me. I appreciate any support you give, even if that's just showing up here in the chat, sharing out the live stream, subscribing to the YouTube channel or the Rumble channel. However it is you're consuming this media, I greatly appreciate your support. Make sure you're sharing it out with your friends and family. And you know what? Just start doing watch parties. Get together, hang out with people, and we can chat here in the chat. Because that's what the chat is for, I guess, just based on the name of it being the chat. But yeah, guys, you also have my live schedule right down here at the bottom. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you got the evening update. That's what we're in right now, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, the weekly update at 7 p.m. Eastern. Moves a little earlier to make way for the conversation that happens at 9 with Chapan. And also Topic Exchange Tuesdays, 8:45 p.m. This week it was on Wednesday instead because we had a TP USA event on Tuesday. So sometimes we'll slide around in the schedule, but you know what? It happens. Life happens, and we adapt and overcome. I was very sick. Last week, I had to do a show a day later because I had internet issues. We just figure it out, guys. We figure it out. That's the big thing. And then on Sundays, Titan Shell there and Christina have their Bible space, a journey through the Bible, 4 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check that out as well. And let's get the first story pulled up. We start with immigration. ICE, guys. ICE has been in the news quite a bit over the last few weeks. We have a bunch of things happening, but nothing really in the last 2 days. It seems to be quieting down a little bit as enforcement actions are ramping up. It's weird how that works. You start to hold some of these criminals accountable and you start to see less crime. I think that's actually what we all want. So good job, ICE. But Homeland Security pointing out Newsweek with a fake news article. Newsweek is obviously part of the mainstream media and not very reliable. That's why you're here on X, because X is the #1 place to get your news, and independent news sources and media like myself and many of the other shows here on X and Rumble are a much more reliable source of information. Because you look here, green card holder detained by ICE before attending a wedding. This makes you feel like ICE was just being an asshole. It's like, well, no, let's look at the news. Homeland Security themselves post, no, Robert Matus, something, Podskarby? Sure. Is a criminal alien from Poland. Again, guys, this is not a brown person issue. This is not a white or a black person issue. There are illegals from all over the world here in the United States. So this is an illegal alien from Poland with an outstanding arrest warrant for weapon and drug charges. Not the best, right? When President Trump says they're not sending us their best, this is the kind of person they're talking about. Kara says, too many letters. I agree. Some of those Eastern European names have so many consonants in them, it's just very difficult to pronounce. But, it is what it is. So in the U.S., he was also charged with driving under the influence. Stop spreading anti-ICE propaganda for criminals. Yes, mainstream media. Can we please stop being propaganda mouthpieces for the left? That'd be great. One of the worst. They still haven't retracted the disgusting article attempting to link the fire at Judge Goodstein's house to Trump. Judge Diane Goodstein's home burns to the ground after ruling against Trump. Yes, Newsweek is propaganda, folks. I don't know if you know this. Most of the mainstream media is propaganda. So we're going to move on from there. Benny Johnson with heard top sources from the Department of Homeland Security that there is demonstrable evidence that Ilhan Omar marrying her brother for U.S. citizenship. I asked Representative, Lauren Boebert about this, and she says Omar should be immediately investigated, thrown in jail, or deported back to Somalia, not only on these allegations, but for defying the Congressional Code of Ethics. Let's watch this video.
Yeah. Because I got I'll break a little news on this. I'm pretty close with a lot of people at Homeland Security, and allegedly there's a considerable amount, demonstrable amounts of evidence that the government has that proves this. And perhaps they're like trying to figure out which way to go around it. I know it's got to be a touchy issue, obviously, you know. But what do you say to this, Congresswoman?
A little too touchy for family, but you know, in Congress, it's going to be really difficult to have a real investigation like we should. Look, Nancy Mace bravely put a privileged resolution on the floor condemning the remarks made by Ilhan Omar. And Ilhan Omar was trying to troll everyone in the process leading up to the vote. And she just simply wanted to censure her. She said you should not be on the Foreign Affairs Committee with the rhetoric that you have, and then of course it went against our Congressional Code of Ethics that we agree to when we are signed in as members of Congress.
Interesting. So not only is she willing to potentially be committing immigration fraud, she's also willing to violate the Congressional Code of Ethics. Like all around, real nice lady. Says nobody. Definitely denaturalize and deport, I think, is the answer for that. I'm sure Karen agrees, but Karen also says it's great how transparent all of these executive branch X accounts are. And for whatever reason, I cannot get this to not be. There we go. It would not minimize. That's cool. But yeah, guys, Nancy Mace put a privilege resolution on the floor condemning remarks by Ilhan Omar. Omar was trying to control everyone leading up to the vote. It goes against the Congressional Code of Ethics. Yes, guys. Code of Ethics violations. Real nice. This kind of ties in also with immigration. So I put it in here, but it's one of those things where this is a deep corruption that we see on the left right now. They are trying any way that they can find to make it permissible for criminal aliens who are not supposed to be eligible to vote. Because in a lot of states like California and New York and others, if you have one of these, it can be a government ID used to prove who you are and to try and register to vote. This is one of the problems when states deviate from the expected norm when it comes to issuing ID cards. Because now when you have criminal aliens running around with things like a commercial driver's license, they're going to register to vote. They're going to vote, guys. We're always being told they don't vote. It's not legal for them to vote. It doesn't happen. We're crazy for thinking about it. We get gaslit all the time. But here, Homeland Security, we want to know how corrupt Sanctuary New York City is. They handed out a commercial driver's license to an illegal alien and actually issued it to no name given. You can see right there at the top, no name given is the name of the person that was issued this CDL. Our brave ICE officers are working to prevent this kind of threat to public safety. Yes, they are doing enforcement actions along the highways. They are doing testing to verify that the people that are carrying these are in compliance with the law. And when they're found to be out of compliance, they're being held accountable, which is exactly what we need. Karen says the California ballot is the clearest example of corruption that we have seen. Oh, yes. Actually, if one of you don't mind finding a link to the post about that California ballot, I will throw it in here because I have a domestic politics section coming up, and I did not pull that one, but you are absolutely correct. That was a little bit on the crazy side. Data Republican, who we've seen a lot of content out of her. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't had a lot of it on the show because it gets very in the weeds. But one thing I did want to cover is the fact that she is digging through and creating this giant spreadsheet of 120 projects, slowly filling it out. Forms a near complete global network of financing for Antifa in major cities. Now, this is an international organization. There is international people. And as you can see, the Alliance for Global Justice. the 411 Collective, the Action Bail Fund, the LA Community Action Network, Ad Astra, African Awareness Association, like all of these organizations, what their purpose is, what their orientation is, whether they flag for Antifa or not, like all of this data is being consolidated by Data Republican. She is doing amazing work, guys. If you are not following that account, if you're not subscribed to that account like I am, you should be. Show your support, guys. Jenica is out there doing such amazing work on behalf of our nation. She deserves your support. And the last post that we have here in immigration, guys, this is another Antifa-related story. Aiming laser pointers in an aircraft is a federal crime. Now, why would they have to say that? Well, this post from Rose City Antifa was posted on social media. It says, every night for weeks, we're forced to listen to the threatening rhythm of helicopter blades as federal regime spies on us. The only limiting power we have is refuse to submit. This Saturday, tomorrow, October 11th, they're going to fight back. All you need is a laser. Leave home. You can point it. Once the clock strikes 9, unleash your beam on the copter. Mask up, coordinate with friends, throw a laser party. Guys, this is terrible advice. Do not do this because, as Homeland Security points out, aiming a laser pointer at an aircraft is a federal crime. It's incredibly dangerous to the aircraft personnel and for the public safety, because if that aircraft comes out of the sky, it's going to land on the ground, and that typically is where you and I are. So Antifa domestic terrorists will not overrun our cities. We will bust their networks and bring every one of them to justice. Yes. So why? Like, why? Like, why are we allowing them to do this? I don't know. I'm just trying to find somewhere to stick that story. So thank you for grabbing that story. Okay, I'm going to drag it over here. We're going to go back to here. Perfect. So that rounds out immigration. Thank you, Karen, for sending that. I appreciate your support as always. Going into international politics, we get a little bit of across the pond things here, but Putin is responding to Trump not winning the Nobel Peace Prize. They gave it to a Venezuelan dissident that then turned around and credited Trump, which I thought was a hilarious turn of events because everybody on X was making this huge deal that Trump didn't get it. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Trump doesn't deserve it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, then they gave it to a woman who turned around and credited Trump for it. So suck it, nerds. And then everyone's like, 2026, that's going to Trump. 2026 is going to Trump, guys. I mean, he just helped negotiate the peace deal between the Palestinians and the Israelis, right? Like, come on. Don't be ridiculous. But here's comments from Putin about him not winning. Let's see what Putin has to say. Because I don't already get called a Russian apologist enough, guys. Here's Putin.
Это не мне решать, кому присуждать Нобелевскую премию. Во-первых, мне кажется, и вряд ли кто-нибудь из вас или из ваших зрителей и слушателей будет возражать. Вряд ли. Сейчас скажу, что я имею в виду. Были случаи, когда комитет этот присуждал Нобелевскую премию мира людям, которые для мира ничего не сделали.
Undeserving folks. Who do you think he's talking about, guys? Put in the chat. I want you to, who do you think they're talking about? Who are the undeserved folks that have received Nobel Peace Prizes? Who do you think? I have one name in mind for sure that got it, that did not deserve it. And we have some memery coming up for that. But you let me know in the chat who you think got the prize that didn't deserve it.
И, на мой взгляд, этими решениями они нанесли огромный ущерб авторитету этой премии.
Yeah, it hurts the reward's reputation. When you don't give it to the people that earn it, and then you give it to people who don't earn it, it means nothing anymore.
Ну, человек пришел, хороший, плохой, ему сразу там через месяц, через два, бум, за что? Да вообще ничего не сделал. Ну, разве так работают? Это же заслуги за какие-то.
Big Mike's husband. Okay, there's the first guess. That's actually my guess as well. Thank you for that.
Ну, и поэтому авторитет, мне кажется, он...
Hey, what's up, Artemisia? Welcome back to the chat. Good to see you around.
В значительной степени утрачен. Но бог с ним, не мне судить, но
Yeah, but basically he's saying that it's kind of crazy. Is he going to actually... Oh, here we go. Did I stop it just in time? Okay, yeah.
достоин ли недостоин действующий президент США Нобелевской
US
премии, я не
president,
знаю.
that's Trump, guys.
Но он реально много делает для того, чтобы разрешить такие сложные, десятилетиями длящиеся, годами, а то и десятилетиями длящиеся кризисы.
Yeah.
И уже я говорил точно, я знаю по отношению.
Hey, Chad. Good to see you as well. Still working out, checking in. Thank you. Welcome to the chat, Chad. Yeah, Putin's basically calling out the committee saying, look, dickbags. Like, you give it to people that don't deserve it. You're not giving it to the person that does deserve it. And, Karen, you win. You win the prize because this is the memery that I pulled. For just this occasion, sassafras. Barry didn't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I agree. Wins the Peace Prize and proceeds to bomb Libya, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, and Yemen. So how is he earning of the Peace Prize when Trump isn't? 8 conflicts in 9 months, guys. 8 conflicts, 9 months, no Peace Prize. Bombs 7 places, Peace Prize. I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. But somehow Barry, or as Karen pointed out, Big Mike's husband, he gets one. I don't know, guys. You figure it out. I don't know why. You got Gateway Pundit here with a little story. Maduro blanks. Venezuelan dictator reportedly offers U.S. access to all current and future oil projects and gold to avoid military conflict. Guys, we keep blowing up drug boats. But would you trust this offer? I wouldn't. He has a history of nationalizing things. He has a history of confiscating and taking things away from U.S. companies, evicting them out of the country. Like, what U.S. company would even think about taking this offer while Maduro is still in power? Like, Kara says, that's American peace. That's right. That's like Tony Stark's version of peace, right? Or Howard Stark, I guess. Guys, I would never, ever, ever trust this man while he's still in power. Not even a little bit. He's already proven a track record of kicking U.S. companies out, taking their assets, destroying the entire industry, and now he wants us to come back? Nah. There's value in the story of his destruction as a warning sign against socialism. Yeah, guys, Venezuela has more natural resources than almost any other place in the world. And that place is not doing well. Socialism, giant warning sign. Totalitarianism. Go watch What If Alt Hist's YouTube channel. Watch his video on totalitarianism. And then come back and tell me that you think socialism's a good idea. I dare you to watch it and see if it doesn't change your mind. I know a lot of the people in my audience already know that socialism is retarded. But for those of you that still think socialism is a good idea, we should try it because it just hasn't been done right yet. Go watch What If Altist's channel video on totalitarianism. I dare you. Here you got Eric Daughtry and yet another instance of President Trump working nonstop. He has struck a deal to utilize Finland's experts to construct up to 4 Arctic U.S. Coast Guard icebreakers. We need these ships very badly because we have a lot of territory, and it's going to be great.
With you, and I ended up meeting you and knowing you, and I heard about Finland and their icebreakers, and I said, do me a favor, would you have your people take a look at what these people are doing? And it came out that just as I thought, they had no idea what they were doing. And we got involved, and we ended up, we need these ships very badly because we have a lot of territory, more than anybody. And so I'm very honored to have this deal, and thank you very much. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great partnership.
Notice, he wore a suit. Karen says it could be like a successful Middle Eastern country. It could not good. Okay, it could be like a successful Middle East country. Yeah, Venezuela very much could be. It could be, but it's ruled by fucking morons. So don't let your country be run by morons or cities like Mr. Mamdani. Don't do that. So don't do that. Don't let socialism creep in. We also have news last few days, guys. News today that Japan is in a political crisis as the coalition is collapsing. Guys, we just had a story on Wednesday, and I'll show you right here. We just had a story on Wednesday that they had the first Mrs. Takachi was going to be the first woman prime minister. Well, that coalition is already collapsing, and it might put in peril Takaichi, I don't know, whatever, bid to become the country's first prime minister. That was a woman. She became the head of the Liberal Democratic Party less than a week ago and is expected to be approved by Parliament as premier this month. But the decision to end the alliance has governed Japan almost uninterrupted for 25 years, sank Japan into a new political crisis. Guys, political instability in our allies is not a good thing. So you see there, Japan is in a little bit of turmoil, guys. But you know what? So are we. So are a lot of places in the world. So I wish them the best. I hope they have a good outcome, because she seemed more based than most. Like she actually cared about the culture and the people of Japan and not just importing the third world into Japan so that the Japanese women can be treated the same as the women in Europe. Like, I really do feel bad for these cultures. These women are being left just hanging out to dry. They're revolting over allowing immigration for Africa. It only took 20,000. Yeah, that's like I was just about to say. These women are being left out to dry. These migrants are coming from third world countries. They are treating their women like absolute garbage. They're abusing them. They're assaulting them. They are harassing them. Like, it is just nonstop gross. So we need to stop it, guys. These countries need to have a better self-identity. They need to start pushing reproduction. They need to start just recovering their own culture, or they're going to die out. And it's really unfortunate because the Japanese culture is old and very beautiful, but it's dying. All because of wokeism and modernism. Go watch What If Alta's video on the mouse utopia. See if you like that. See if that one doesn't black pill you. So there were, the 20,000 is all it took. President Trump has announced that Israel and Hamas have agreed to phase 1 of a Gaza peace plan. This is, again, why Trump should be getting the peace prize, even though he's not. Let phase 2 commence, says conservative alternative. I agree, Sam. I agree. Matt Vance, well, all we needed was a new president. Give the man a peace prize. Yeah, pretty much. You see here the White House. I am very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of the peace deal. Blessed are the peacemakers. So White House posting this. Apparently the White House media account still going, even with the shutdown. So glad to see that. And little meme here from Sam. Basically sums up the last 24 hours. Free Palestine, just did. Now they're mad because it was him that did it. You didn't understand the reference you had on an earlier post. Oh, well, do you understand it now? That's what's important, guys. Also, make sure we're sharing out the live. We have a bunch of stories still to go. We have a bunch of time left together. And make sure you're sending in those memes so I can go over those fun memes. I know I'm putting a lot of memes in the stories, guys. But I can still do more memes at the end if you send them in. So, yeah, everyone's butthurt that Trump was the one that made the peace deal. Too bad. Irish government has now informed the EU that they will not comply with demands to force hate speech laws on the public. Hugely significant moment. One little white pill for everyone coming out of Europe, coming out of Ireland.
Minister, is it your intention to reintroduce the hate speech legislation that was a dramatic failure in the last government and proposed by the previous Minister for Justice?
The answer is no. But
No.
I'll just give you an overview as to why the answer is no. I'm fairly satisfied that Ireland has transposed the European Council framework decision on combating certain forms and expressions of racism and xenophobia in a manner appropriate and tailored to the domestic system of law in Ireland.
Basically, like, we've already covered that. It's good enough for what we need here in Ireland. So the EU can just fuck off. As it should be. Good for Ireland. Yes, David. I agree. As it should be. Countries should just be themselves. They should rule themselves. These coalitions, these woke global entities like the EU, the UN, like all these things are just so dumb at this point. Trump is now threatening China with more tariffs. He threatened to start with 100% additional tariffs for China. Yep. Yep. Cut off 100% of Chinese student visas also. That would be a nice thing, John Locke. That would be nice. 100% access to universities. Yeah. Dr. Gold, a lot of the Free Palestine people don't care about the people there. They are pro-Hamas and anti-West and anti-Israel, I think is really the message there, right? They are more upset that they are losing the message that they were using to stir hate and discontent. Palestine was being used as a lever in the color revolution that these communists have been pushing. Notice they went from climate change to Palestine. We saw Greta Thunberg do it herself. The climate poster child converted to Israel-Palestine like that. And now that the Israel-Palestine conflict is on hold, what are your thoughts? I want to see your predictions. Do you think Greta is going to go right back to climate change? Do you think the progressives are going to go back to climate change to fund their friends, to drive the wedge further now that they're losing Palestine as a talking point? I don't know. I think so. I think that's the most likely next step is to just go back. I think that they have converted climate change into the default position for the color revolution. And if something else comes up better that they can opportunistically exploit for better results, they will. But they will always default back to climate change. That is my opinion. We're going to have to just see. You can bookmark it. You can save this stream. You can do whatever. But that's my prediction. I think they're going to go right back to climate change if this conflict actually ends. You got here, we're getting into domestic policy now. Domestic politics. Gavin Newsom has been very much in the news lately. Gavin is trying to make himself a national level person because Gavin really wants to be president. So Mr. American Psycho Slickback himself keeps doing stupid things. But here he posts that California is about to 100% replace coal from our state's energy supply. 30,000 megawatts in new clean energy and storage we've added since 2019 is now powering about half of our peak electric demand. While Trump bets on the past, California is shaping the future. Now, what's interesting is look at the top post there. Hunter Eagleman. We follow each other, guys. It's kind of a big deal. No, it's fine. Hunter and his brother Gunther are great. I think that they're mostly on point. They say some weird things sometimes, but so does everybody. This is X. How come your energy prices are 82% higher than the national average, sir? Oh, that's probably because you're using very expensive renewable energy. And then this is a good rolling blackouts be like, yeah, guys, California has a long history. They're going to be telling you, hey, guys, please don't plug in your electric car because we don't have the electricity for it. So please don't. David says, think they are going to double down on the anti-West narrative. I mean, they might. They absolutely might. Kara says, stop farting, people. That's right. Save the climate. Stop farting. Kara says, good to see you, David. Cheers. Yes, good to see you, David, in the chat. Good to see you, Dr. Gold. Good to see everybody. Like, it's always so nice when I come in and do these streams and the chat is just bustling with activity. You guys make it so much worth it. And this is the story that Karen sent us, guys. Ahead of the special election in November, LA County sent out a mail-in ballot to a woman that has been dead for more than 30 years. This is not the ballot story I thought it was going to be. But you know what? I appreciate it nonetheless. God, I'm still sick. It's fine. Buy a Tesla, but expect to not be able to charge it. Yeah, no, it was literally like they announced that, oh, by 2030, we're going to have all electric vehicles. We're going to not have any gas cars. And then it was like a week later, they're like, please don't charge your electric cars during peak hours. We don't have enough electricity. if you're trying to electrify your entire transport system, my guys, you need a lot more power. Yeah, so they sent a election ballot to a lady who's been dead for 30 years. That's for 11-4. McGuire, dead. I see dead people. What are they doing? They're voting in U.S. elections. They're voting Democrat, by the way. You could be more specific, but good point, Denise. Also, this was the story that I was thinking about when you mentioned it. There is a spot you can see here. You can see the fill-in spot. Maybe nuclear. Maybe nuclear power, Karen. Actually, it should be. Absolutely should be nuclear power. But on the ballots, that right next to the X where the signature is, there's a little hole through the envelope. You can see if somebody votes no through the envelope. Now, why would the election board people want to know before they open the envelope if somebody voted no on the measure that if you vote yes on allows Newsom and them to do their redistricting? Why would they want to know who voted no before they open the envelope? Maybe so they can discard them in the trash? That's my suspicion. Apparently the same envelopes, same type of ballots were used during Newsom's recall election. Suspicious. Very suspicious. What are the odds? Yes, Karen, what are the odds? What are the odds that there would be some more crazy news coming out of St. Louis? So, these have also been furnished to us. We have a sheriff. The city sheriff, Alfred Montgomery, just caught 5 federal felony charges. Let's enjoy just how nuts this is. The other fun part is, not only did the sheriff catch federal charges, but then what? They probably removed him from office. He's probably suspended. Well, just remember, there are multiple St. Louis officials that are being prosecuted for their business with drug traffickers. So, yeah, soliciting bribes from drug trafficking organizations. Cool. Incidentally, the Russian sniper rifle and Israeli assault weapons are fun, but they really important asset forfeiture for Alamon and the network of ATMs used to launder money internationally. Yeah, U.S. officials. So basically, St. Louis is a bunch of crap. But what do we get as an update? Oh, look, he's going to remain the sheriff for now. A judge is allowed. So we have a judge. We have a judge who is now permitting a sheriff who's under multiple felony charges with connections to a cartel to remain the sheriff. Good job, St. Louis. Good job. You might be the most retarded city in the United States right now. And that's a lot, saying that we have Chicago and Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, just really vying for that top spot, guys. Like, they're being real dumb. Dr. Gold says, when they mandate it, it makes me less likely to actually want to buy one. Also, my driving my gas-powered car isn't going to affect it as much as China power. They are not clean like ours. Yeah, China is pumping out and building coal power plants like it's going out of style. They are electrifying their economy using any means necessary, except maybe burning shit. But it is the same air that we all breathe, right? Like these states in these countries, they all pretend like the air of your country is not the same air of your neighbor. It's all the same air, guys. Like these environmentalist nut jobs, they're crazy. Don't listen to them. They're people like Greta Thunberg. Come on. Like, that's your poster child? Come on. Karen says he's under house arrest. How the hell is he supposed to be the sheriff under house arrest? That's crazy. MP says ban marijuana. Our state officials have taken bribes from the now legal corporations which run the trade, like our former Secretary of State in Oregon. Yeah, Oregon guys, real not smart. They unbanned everything, and it's getting stupid over there in Oregon. So, yeah, guys, don't follow these crazy states. Don't do what they do. And if you're there, I'm sorry, but try to maybe move if you can, like as soon as you can. There might be a point when the country divorces and you might be stuck in the retarded side. Like, don't get stuck in the retarded side, guys. It's not going to end well. Caroline Levitt posed, Democrats are now saying that unless planes are falling out of the sky because of ATC staffing shortages, they will not end their government shutdown. One of the most disgusting statements I've ever read. We recently voted prohibition back in. Good. Another senior Democrat aide said as long as public perception is in their favor, the party will not concede short of planes falling out of the sky. We need to at least ban state liquor on Sundays. Don't ban liquor. I already have to go to package stores. Come on, don't do that. Oh, for pot. Okay, fair. Yeah, no pot on Sundays. I don't even know if that's realistic, guys, but Timcast here posting, the IRS has confirmed that today, this was actually 2 days ago, but half of its workforce is going to be furloughed. Half of the IRS workforce, guys. And you know what's even better? That is the same day I was filing my taxes. So all of you, don't forget, if you have an extension, your taxes are due October 15th. So if you have not done them, do them early next week. Get your taxes done before the deadline, please. Even though I hate taxes, until we get rid of the IRS and get rid of income tax, guys, got to keep paying them. It's not like we're Democrats. Need to at least pay, let's see, good old blue states. Yeah, well, and then there's like 3-5 beer. There's other stupid laws out there too, but the IRS, guys, half of its workforce is gone on the same day that I filed my taxes. So great work. Qatar, guys, this story came out today and infuriated me. This story obviously infuriates Questionable Gardener. It should infuriate you as well. Guys, the original story, Qatar, is this the most un-American thing, Gardner says. This, and I also say, Trump promised America first, and this is what we get. A $1.2 trillion deal was to sell us out and give Islamic Qatar an Air Force base in Idaho. Guys, they have committed to giving us $1.2 trillion in business, and we have now committed to giving them an Air Force base to practice and train with F-15 Eagles inside of the United States. Guys, no foreign country, period, should have a military base inside of the borders of the United States, period. The update is Qatar. This comes just days after former Education Secretary Williams Bennett registered as a foreign agent for Qatar. They've been trying to warn us about Qatar, and no one listened. Guys, this is infuriating. I hate it. It absolutely should not be allowed. I don't give a shit if they give us the entire $38 trillion that we're in debt. I don't care. It's not worth it. Unless you're going to take the money and then kick them out, but that's dishonest. So let's not do that. That's also kind of fucked. But guys, Qatar having a military base in the U.S. just can't be allowed to happen. That's the most retarded thing I've seen him do, and Trump has done a lot of retarded things. Like, I like the guy. I think in the net, I think he's a net positive, but like, Karen says, look at the recent statement. Is there an updated statement to that? If there is, you send it to me, or did I miss it in that same article? I didn't see it. But you got here, White House, day 9 of Democrats putting illegal aliens over Americans. The longer the shutdown continues, the greater impact on housing. What a weird thing to say. I wonder why it would affect housing so much. I don't know. I wonder why the economy tanked today. Let's see. It's hard to say. But the good memes are starting to come out here for this shutdown. So it's, oh, Republicans want to shut down the government. Be honest. Republicans don't want to give health care to everyone. Be honest. Democrats won't vote to open the government unless there's a provision for illegals to get health care. There it is. Kara says, this will allow us to not have U.S. service members at risk. We're training them to take the responsibility for defending our bases in Qatar. Sure. I still don't like having a foreign country with military bases inside of our border. I don't know, Karen. I'll have to think on that one for a while. I'm not 100% convinced. I don't trust them. They helped finance 9/11, allegedly. Like, Qatar is not our friend. Like, they currently let us operate there. There's currently some provisions, and it's kind of like back and forth, but like, I don't trust them. And I don't think we should. White House says substantial shutdown layoffs have begun. What does that mean? Well, as Garner points out here, it means hundreds of billions of dollars in savings. The rifts have begun. The refusal to pass the continuing resolution from the Republicans will trigger Trumper. Wow, that's a tongue twister. I feel like I'm reading Dr. Seuss. Trump's order to Doge head Russ Vought to permanently eliminate jobs when funding lapses. Guys, that has already started. David says we have other countries like Saudi Arabia that train here in the U.S. So bringing people here to train, I don't even like. There are numerous stories where these foreign people come here to train and then disappear. They vanish into the interior. I don't think they should be here. I don't think they should be here training. If we're going to train them at all, we can do it over there. I don't even want to send service members over there. I don't like the fact that we're the world's largest arms dealer. I don't like the fact that a lot of times we catch ourselves selling weapons to both sides, or we sell weapons to somebody like the Mujahideen, and then 20 years later, just because we wanted them to fight Russia then, like Ukraine now, we end up fighting them later, like Afghanistan, like bin Laden. Like, I don't like this whole just fucking around overseas or messing around. Like, we need to focus on America, America first, and America only. Until we have fixed us, we should stop caring about all these other countries. Let them fend for themselves. Let them do whatever they want. Every time we fuck around, guys, we are giving these foreign countries, the people in them, the propaganda that they need to recruit people to hate us. We are giving them reasons to hate us. And then we're shocked when 15 years later, these children grow up to be adults and then they commit violence against our country. Like, it's, I'm so conflicted in this because I am more right, but like both sides are just so hell-bent on being the arms dealer for the world. I just hate it. Carrot says, I agree with you, PD, but it's just the fact that it's got overblown. And as David's saying, there's training of foreign troops has occurred for decades. Yes, I agree. I don't like that either, though, because like I've said, there are numerous occasions where foreigners that are here to train vanish into the interior. And then where do they go? What are they doing? More criminal aliens who don't need to be here, who are a potential threat to the future. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't. I appreciate the perspective. Like, it's a little bit better of a perspective, but at the same time, like, I just don't like it. I don't like our intervention policies. I don't like the fact that they tend for the last 70 years to sell arms that end up being used against U.S. troops. I actually have a very old video on my YouTube channel about that, about fighting our own equipment. It has happened on numerous occasions. We gave arms to both sides of Iran, Iraq. We gave weapons to the Mujahideen to fight Russia, which turned into Al-Qaeda and fought in Afghanistan. Like, we keep giving weapons to Pakistan. We keep giving weapons to all kinds of people, guys. We're giving a shit ton of weapons to Ukraine. If you don't think we're not going to be fighting in Europe at some point in the near future, you probably haven't been looking at history too much. Like, I'm just saying. Democrats shut down day 10. 7 votes for shutdown, 0 votes for America. White House.
Way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care...
The sad thing is that music is probably going to get the stream demonetized, but you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. It's too funny.
We might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
The fact that the White House posted this is so good. You get a sombrero. You get a sombrero. Everybody gets a sombrero. Guys, I have an entire section later in the show about the sombreros. So we'll get back to this. Don't worry. Conservative Alternative Sam, this is just the start. We haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. Guys, they are so upset, and it hasn't even been a year. It hasn't even been a year, guys. It's been like 9 months. Like it's going to be so good, guys. It's going to be so good. I know everything is so blackpilling nowadays, but this is one of the things that is a little spilled a little water. That's something that's a little bit white pilling to me, is the fact that we've accomplished so much and it hasn't even been a year yet. Now we're starting to run out of time. Don't get me wrong. We don't have unlimited time. The midterms are coming. And you know the progressives are going to be pushing very hard to flip the Senate or the House or both. Guys, we're making good progress. We just need to keep going. Keep going. John Bolton is expected to be charged or indicted next week from the questionable Gardner. Lorax disavows any knowledge of Bolton's actions.
Disavow any knowledge of Bolton's actions. Sir, we need to ask you a few questions.
Because the mustache. I get it, Gardner. I get it. I love it. This is a good reference. We were talking about Oregon here a few minutes ago, right? MP was talking about Oregon. Well, Steve here, Steve loves ammo. If you don't follow Steve, you should. Also, Maurice, the native patriot. Follow them all, guys. They're all such great people. But give up your pot to stop drug violence. But I don't commit violence. Welcome to the gun debate, sir. Welcome to the gun debate. The comments. Oh, I gotta reopen the. All right, let's see. Which comments? That. Karen. Love it. Uploaded the meme from a month ago and it said it's a police officer. That's it. Grok did the rest. Say Grok's animation capabilities are insane. That's another thing of news last couple of days. The 0.9, I think it is, update for Grok came out. And guys, the animations are getting so much better. So much better. Gardner stitched together like a 1 and 23-second video on Grand Theft Auto 69 420. Guys, literally, you can take 6-second clips and stitch them together in your favorite video editing software, make an entire like long scene. And apparently there's rumors, Gardner said, I believe coming up at some point, maybe it wasn't Gardner, I don't remember. Somebody said the plan is to go up to 30-second clips. If you can do 30-second clips and then stitch them all together, guys, making movies is not going to be that hard anymore. But great comment there, Karen. But yeah, guys, this is the gun debate. The druggies, the meth heads, they claim to not understand our position. Look at your Bolton video. You have a video on there, my guy or girl. You know, wait. Show replies. Is there more? Is that a video? It's not animating. Am I just missing it? I'll leave the tab open, Karen. You let me know. But yeah, guys, this is the whole gun debate. So after the gun debate, we're getting into here. This is a little in the middle. It's not really, it doesn't fit into a category. So this was from today. Tennessee bomb factory exploded. It's a reply for the picture of Bolton. Oh, okay. Hang on. Bolton, click on it. Picture, reply. Here we go. Interesting. Oh, and it's got music. That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. Very good. Very good. But yeah, guys, bomb factory exploded in Tennessee today. It's very unfortunate, highly destructive event. Completely eliminated the facility at this location. And it is believed that the 19 people that are missing was pretty much every employee for this company. So it's very, very unfortunate. we're seeing here that basically the top and bottom are the comparisons of what it looked like before and after. But yeah, accurate energetic systems, guys. This business is gone. So I don't know what happened. I don't think we know yet, but the 19 employees are unaccounted for. Something happened. And I don't know if we're ever going to find out. Like, this is a tragedy. The fact that all 19 people are missing and presumed. So the explosion was insane. There's camera footage from 12 miles away, and it sounds like it was right there. I have not seen that footage. Is it? Oh, the Chevron oil refinery. That was another one. Do you have a link to that video? I don't have it. But yeah, guys, definitely thoughts and prayers with the family on this one. Families. 19 employees are missing, presumed gone. The building is completely gone. Like, everything is gone. So whatever happened there, it's very unfortunate. Hopefully it wasn't related to any kind of terrorism. Somebody's Ring camera from their backyard. Yikes. Guys, while you're there, check out the profile. Check out the patriotdad.org website. You can check out our live schedule. Make sure you're posting out the live, please, so that we can get as many people in here as you can. And so we have more people in the chat, guys. If you want more people in the chat to hang out with and interact with, and that we can all see their memes, make sure you share out that live stream, guys. Get as many people in here as we can. We want to set personal bests every week. Every week I want to see more people in here, guys. Every week I want to talk with more of you. Spend more time with you. And eventually, guys, my plan is still to go do this 5 days a week for the evening update, evening news every night, and do the weekly recap on Saturdays. That is my goal. Help me get there. Show the support. Get the support out there, guys. I would love to do it for you. It's just a lot of work, a lot of time commitment, and I need to make sure that it makes sense to do. Guys, we saw an arrest in the investigation of the fire. I was going to say wildfire, but now we know it's not that wild. It was actually, apparently, it was intentionally set. But yeah, the fire out in the Palisades that burned tons and tons of structures, caused billions and billions of dollars in damage. Yep. It wasn't climate change, folks. They all said it was climate change. So Conservative Alternative has a nice meme for it, but climate change is a hoax. Pass it on what you think climate change looks like and what climate change actually looks like. So this is the gentleman or asshole, however you want to say it, that got arrested. And it looks like he's going to be charged for setting this fire, guys. So anyone that you know that was impacted by the Palisades fire, Kyle, Bitwit on YouTube, any of those guys, any of the creators out of LA that that were affected, this is the guy. Apparently, allegedly. This is allegedly the guy. And this happens again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Usually the biggest and best show of the week. 7 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. is your time. But yes, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I believe you were in the Midwest, so that makes sense. But guys, it's one of those things like this was preventable. This was started by a person, and then it was just compounded by the empty reservoir. And there's so many other things with this response, guys. But here's climate change. That's what he looks like. Because they all said climate change caused the fire, right? So this is our section on violence. Oh, guys, this week is not any better. Every week, seems like a couple times a week, we're covering the violence section, and it's just full of just gross. Today is unfortunately no different. So if you need to go get yourself a drink, go get yourself a drink, because you're going to probably want one by the end of this. Stranger beaten to death. New York subway by David Mazzari, whatever. By David M. Hole over here. 33 prior arrests. 33 prior arrests, folks. Just remember, this is what they think. This is how they treat us. Mental health crisis and racism. This is the difference. Mismanagement and the lunatic that caused the fire. Yeah. We don't have to live like this, guys, as conservative alternative posts, as I parrot quite frequently, guys. We don't have to live like this. These progressive leaders, the woke ideology, the totalitarian ideology of the woke wants you scared. Because if they can keep the violence up and they can keep you scared, they can continue to convince you to give them more money and more power. And they will continue to allow it to exist so that they can get more money and more power. We don't have to live like this. All we have to do is keep the repeat offenders locked up. It's on average, I've heard the number between 9 and 11 is the number of times somebody gets arrested before they kill somebody. 33 prior arrests, folks. And then what? Let's see. Make asylums great again. Yep. Blackberry Jack for cheers. This is a Wild Turkey 101 rye is the drink. This is my rye 101, David. So good choice in the Wild Turkey 101. This is my 101 rye. Make asylums great again. Yep. Fitness instructor from Kentucky is speaking out for the first time since being raped and savagely beaten by an illegal Haitian with a long criminal record. He was beaten so bad over and over, I did not understand why, and I did not know this man. It was hard to believe that there was someone like that on the streets and allowed to repeatedly commit crimes. He was in and out of the court system, kept doing bad things, and ended up with me almost losing my life. The Democrats want to give this Haitian monster free health care funded by your tax dollars. Yikes. Cold Bush Light, that actually makes sense from where you're at. I would say either Bush Light or Mickey Ultra when I was living in Nebraska seemed like the two beers of choice. Every time I ordered a Miller Lite or a Miller High Life at a bar, it was like the fucking old Western movies where like the piano stops, or the more modern movies where like the record scratches to a halt and everyone looks at you like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, that was me. I would order a Miller Lite or a High Life and they're just bedlam, straight bedlam in the bar. It's a money thing. They arrest the person, they get released, they go to court, the state gets money at each step. Yeah, they do. And you know what? Then the government also gives them NGO money for their friends who run a rehabilitation center or a business that provides reintegration services for former convicts. Like, there's so much money floating around. David is correct. It's definitely a money thing. Dr. Gold with $4.99. Thank you very much for the dono, Dr. Gold. I miss having you around. I appreciate you and your support always. Thank you very much. You and Vets Talking are my favorite channels that stream about politics. Thank you very much, Dr. Gold. That is amazing. Thank you. Every little bit helps. Every little bit that helps gets me closer to doing this 5 days a week. I appreciate you putting me up there with some of the people. I just sit here and talk at a microphone and chat with you guys and go over news stories. But you know what? I appreciate it. I really do. The support means a lot. Chicago gets $800 million a year. That is a lot. They should get this much of that, especially with the nonsense that they're pulling. Karen says, love you, Shell. Shell says, love you too. Karen is one of our favorite people in the chat, folks. Make sure you support Karen in one of the 5 alt accounts. I think there were 5 accounts, 4 accounts. I don't know. Kara says, we have honor in St. Louis. Do you? Interesting. Next story. Democrat North Carolina state representative Cecil Brockman has been arrested and charged for the rape of a minor aged 13 to 15. Like, I'm just so... It gets worse, guys. Like I said, you're going to want to drink. It gets worse. This is bad, but it gets worse. But a Democrat state representative arrested and charged for raping a 13 to 15-year-old. David says the various NGOs will sign up the same person, and they get money for each sign up. Yeah. Yeah, guys, the NGO thing, like, I think that's one thing that I appreciate the most about the work that Doge has been doing, that Data Republican did, and Twin Forces with their data tools that are available on datarepublican.com. Those tools have allowed an amount of analysis of NGOs that has unprecedented. And when we see the amount of money that is flowing from one to another organization and back and forth and back and forth, the amount of just hundreds of billions of dollars that is flowing around every year for these organizations that is being plundered from the public treasury to support this nonsense, it has been so eye-opening. So again, Data Republican, Questionable Gardener, Conservative Alternative, like all of the Doge community guys, like everyone, show your support, guys. They're doing amazing work. Makes you appreciate Wild Turkey right. It does. Lettuce cures that. It does. What are you doing? You're going to bed? Okay. Love you guys. Hey. Sleep tight. Don't let the bugs bite. In a wild crocodile. Okay. Good night, bud. The kids are going to bed. My folks are here helping out, so they're helping put them to bed for me. So wonderful. Appreciate the help. Thank you very much. Crispy, though. Yes, the more you know, the worse it gets. Oh, God, it's so true. It's so true. Karen says, that's incredible, Dr. Gold. I agree. Karen, I agree. The little, guys, every little bit helps. It really does. I appreciate you. Let us know. It is hilarious. I forget where I heard that. Take them fishing tomorrow, Patriot. I just might. We have a couple of cricks. I actually have a fishing bow. Maybe we could go shoot something. Oh, I don't have a Virginia fishing license, though. Think they'll find out? Oh, probably. Yeah, guys, real dirtbag here, but it gets worse. Oh, Sanchez Nicholson arrested for murdering a 29-year-old in Charlotte, North Carolina. Sanchez has been arrested a mind-boggling 33 times for two attempted murders, only 13 days apart. Yeah. Might be the same guy from earlier for the 32-3 arrest, but I don't think it is. And it gets worse. Charles Boatwright, allegedly held on a $7.5 million bond for murdering a man in Baltimore, was just released from prison in Charlotte. The DA voluntarily dismissed the extradition against Boatwright, setting him free. Charlotte had him in custody and said, no, we're not extraditing you to Baltimore. Steve Inman, thank you. Thank you, David. I knew I had heard that somewhere. Also, another great follow here on X. The Steve Inman videos are always amusing. Crispy, get some cookies. Looks like Karen has some cookies for you, Crispy. So check out the chat. You can buy it online. Yes, the fishing. Yes. I thought you were talking about the wild turkey. I can also buy that from the ABC stores. You can also order that online, by the way. Just saying. Crispy with some hearts. But yeah, guys. Charlotte, what is going on down there in North Carolina? Gardner, what is happening in North Carolina? Like what? Matt Van Swall, what's happening in North Carolina, guys? It's absolutely crazy. And then you're like, oh, look, why would this stuff be happening? Well, Libs of TikTok here. Soros-backed Florida State Attorney Monique Worrell sentenced a convicted repeat criminal who attempted to rape a child and molested children to 15 years of probation. No prison time. Nope. Let me repeat that.
Nope.
No prison time. Why does Monique keep protecting pedophiles? That is a very good question. Why do people... Oh, wait. Look at the rainbow. It's a mental disease, guys. It's a mental illness. It really is. Have my dad come and say hello. Let me see if he is available. He does not make it up and down the stairs too easily. But I can see if he can. He is 79. So he's not feeling super great. He's under the weather just like me. He's relaxing down on the couch. So maybe on a different day, if we're starting to feel better, he'll swing by. But if anything, send some prayers. All the boys in the family right now are sick. All the girls are not. It's very weird. Very weird. ABC, the alcohol, what is it? Alcohol Bureau ABC stores. It's the package store for Virginia. They're the ABC stores. I don't know how to VABC, Alcohol Bureau something. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to hang on. Give me a second. Okay, apparently it's the Virginia Alcoholic Beverage Control Authority. That's what it is. Yeah. The Alcoholic Beverage Control Authority, ABC. Okay. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Right on, mental illness pandemic in America. We do, Crispy. We absolutely do. Right on, David. Thank you. Did you get the DMs? I did. I believe I have those incorporated in here somewhere. If not, or did you send them after the show started? Just let me know in the chat. Praying for you all. Thank you very much, Shell. Karen says, your video with him is absolutely incredible. I so wish I had the same with my mom. Yeah. Guys, if you haven't seen it, if somebody wants to throw it down in the chat so people can find it, I have an interview that I did. It was a podcast episode. I interviewed my father on his childhood, all the way through his time in Vietnam, and all the way to basically current. So that was a very fun episode to do. Recording it with my father was a great honor. It's just a lot of fun to do. I'm glad that it's out there for you guys to enjoy. He's lived a very, very full life. And I am very, very fortunate to have him as a dad. So last story, guys, you're going to want your drinks on this one. But a man accused of sexually abusing a 2-month-old infant and filming it is arrested after the videos were found on his phone. Send the meteor, guys. Noah, send the boats. Like somebody, just like what? Thankfully, this is the last story. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm also not going to say no. But this was a follow-up. This man was arrested. They found the videos because they were investigating him in an offense against an 8-year-old. Guys, we need to have a solution for people like this. Like exile. I've heard Tim Pool talk about it on his show on Timcast IRL before. I think it's a great idea. Find an island, put all of these people on an island, not a big one like Australia, just like a small island. They all get to live there together. There is no outside support. If you find a way to survive on the island, great. You can live on the island. We'll deliver more people as we need to, and they can live there. They'll find a way to survive on their own, or they can collaborate and they can live together. But put them on an island very far away from the United States and just leave them there. Like Gilligan's Island, you know, but without Ginger. Thank you very much, Shell, for putting that. I assume that's the video. Capital punishment does exist, but I'm saying a non-capital punishment solution. That would be a good solution that the capital punishment people should be okay with. Be like, look, they get an opportunity. If they can survive on the island, they can live out the rest of their natural lives on that island. You have an absolute perfect American story. Hashtag dare. Thank you, Karen, very much. I appreciate the support and the kind words. I always do. Peter Sweden, I don't know. Let's just be clear. The reason the mainstream media ignores the threat of the far left is because the media are part of the far left. Don't believe their propaganda. Guys, this is the first story in the culture section. Conservative alternative, Sam. Great meme. Sith, Alien versus Predators. AVP, what's happening? We're just put them, set them down to a pyramid down in the Arctic? Like, is that? Or is that the one where they put them on the other planet and the crazy dog creatures were trying to hunt them? Should be the prescribed solution. Like, I'm not saying it's not a good solution. It's a great solution. So thank you very much, Sith. Appreciate it. Illegals versus predators. My favorite. Somebody needs to grok that little short film like now. If somebody wants to commit to making like a 30-second trailer for illegals versus predators, somebody should do it. That would be so hilarious. Somebody needs to do that, please. Do it. Somebody make me and post it. I'll let you, you could keep all the credit. You could post it like it's your own idea. Just make a 30-second trailer for a movie, Illegals versus Predators. Stitch those clips together and make a 30-second trailer with Grok. It will be so good. Legacy media lies in order to prop up the left-wing narrative. It has been captured, but even then, it stands no chance against the truth. Shell says, I'll work on it. Doing the Lord's work. A multi-trillion-dollar propaganda machine standing up. Who is it? The memers. That's right, guys. The power of the meme. Guys, the meme culture is just killing it right now. You can see here, women are always trying to blame men, saying men are just this and that, right? Like, oh, gosh, we're disgusting. Oh, we have unrealistic standards. Oh, you guys will sleep with anything. Yeah, which is it, ladies? Which is it? It can't be both. It can't be both. You tell me which one it is. We have ladies in the audience. You tell me, which is it? Which button do you push? And by the way, I would argue, and you may disagree with me, but my argument is most of the unrealistic beauty standards that women have are imposed on them by other women and gay men. Good luck. It's like the game show we talked about, the Wheel of Destiny. Yes. That's a good way to deal with these people. Have a wheel. It's like exile, firing squad, illegals versus predators. Like, have all the options on the wheel and just record it, live stream it for everybody, and just spin the wheel, and whatever outcome they get from the wheel. And there can only be like a one narrow, like single between two peg spot. And that's like wood chipper. That's the easiest way out. I don't know. It's not a bad idea though, Carrot. I like it. But which is it, ladies? You tell me. Because as a man, I'll tell you, that button is way more correct. If you see some of the fat Antifa whales, men can't catch a break no matter what. That's very true, Dr. Gold. Very true. But you know what? That's okay. But they're Antifa little skinny weirdos that are out there fucking whales. Like, they will do this. 100%. And when they get their own prescription flipped on them, they get real upset. So she didn't like the rejection from just posting L's. What is this? Let's see. 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Interesting. Strange time to be sending messages like this. But what's your favorite character in Lord of the Rings? And why is it Gollum? It says, how tall are you, dude? It says, oh, well, I'm 6'3", and you? Oh, that's like the perfect height for a guy. Haha, I'm 5'1" and petite. To which he says, oops, too much of a height difference, I guess. Don't think it'll work out. Sorry. So he just straight up, like a G, rejects her because of her height. Now, we know women do this to men all the time. As Dr. Gold just pointed out, men cannot catch a break. So what is the response? Oh, so you're rejecting me because of my height? The audacity. Yes. Yes. The hypocrisy and the audacity. We Well, we all have our preferences, even though your profile bio says only 6 foot and above. Haha, okay, incel. If you have a small dick, just say so, Lamau. Like, she doesn't see it, guys, and it's amazing. The audacity is hilarious. It is. Because like he points out in that message right there, it's literally in her bio. She discriminates by height. So as soon as he does it, now it's his dick small. Like, and he goes, "The fuck? How is it different from you having a height requirement? I'm a woman, so it's not the same." Bitch, please. It's exactly the same. Even if a man has nothing, he has the audacity to ask stupid questions like this. Bye. You know what, guy? You dodged a bullet. You're okay. Let her leave. Don't chase women in general, but definitely don't chase women like this. Like, this is unhinged and crazy. As Karen points out, the audacity comment is just hilarious. Another story here in culture. She wants to breed basketball player. Yeah. Maybe. Riley Gaines, the only way forward is to say no. Yep. So Libs broke this story. Students at Roseburg High School in Oregon. Oregon's in the news again, guys. Staged a walkout as a male student invaded the female locker room. Students claim that the school is threatening them with suspension or canceling homecoming in retaliation for speaking out against trans bathroom policy. Insane. Keep boys out of girls' private spaces. Yes. Girls, you were in the right here. You did the right thing. Men have no business being in women's spaces. If you have a Y chromosome, stay out of the women's locker room. As a parent of a young girl and boy, this kind of stuff just terrifies me. It's part of why I have my kids enrolled in private school. At great expense, might I add. But I don't want them in public schools. Like, no, absolutely not. The child support starter pack, guys. Child support starter pack. All my child support goes to the kids. They're my world starter pack. All of the basics, guys. Showing a lady that obviously spends none of the money on her kids. Riley married a short guy, I believe. Yeah, that's okay. Good for him. Short Kings. Yeah. Yeah, guys, none of the money goes to the kids. Like, none of the money goes to the kids ever. Like, hardly ever. Does this one hit close? Well, I mean, I don't get any child support, so kind of, not really. Like, it would, maybe. Maybe I would be able to afford to get my nails done or my lips done. Oh, actually, Sith. I actually need to, I'll send you a DM. I need to follow up with you. I actually need to work on my pitch, if you don't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a brief discussion with you and getting your input to try and help out the business. I know I've read, you've told me before you have a horror story. I would love to pick your brain and see if I can get some feedback from you. So just let me know. I'll send you a DM. We can do that offline. Obviously, we're not going to do that here. So, Roger, fantastic. I'll send you that after the show's over. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, child support, I don't get it. I've been ordered to get it. It's been 2 years. I haven't gotten a single dollar. Is what it is. You'll get the back child support when she starts receiving Social Security. Yeah, that'll help. Someday. I'm going to get a random check for like $38 in the mail someday, and I'm going to be like, I don't know why. We're going to leave that, though. I don't really understand why people think height is important. Dr. Gold, it is an evolutionary biological trait. It shows strong genes. It's a rarity, right? Just like exotic women, it's a rarity. $700 a month. Yeah, I'm not counting on anything, David. At this point, I'm not. But yeah, Dr. Gold, is a very strange thing. Evolutionary biology, like you get hips, breast size for women, shows nurturing traits. Men, you got height, physical strength, and the ability to procure resources for the tribe means that resources for you when you're vulnerable and pregnant will not be scarce. There are long standing evolutionary biology traits. Thousands and thousands of years of evolutionary biology goes into that. So, like, I get it, but just understand that women are also discriminating more and more and setting those boundaries higher and higher so that the percentage of the population that fits in those categories is shrinking to like a very small amount. If you ever watch Fresh and Fit, every now and again, they'll do with women, they'll ask them questions on their standards and they'll give them like number of bags of cat food as a rating, like of how like batshit crazy they are with their expectations. But like you'll see, like they'll be like, oh, they have to be like 35 to 55. They've got to be 6'2" or higher. They've got to make like $500,000 or more. They've got to be white. They can't be obese. They can't be married. They do all the things, and they come out and it's like, your person, according to our statistics, is like 0.15% of the population. Like, good luck. You're not finding that person. You're just not. You're young. You'll appreciate it when you're in your 60s. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe. We'll see. I spoke with my 78-year-old friend that she sent an invoice for her unpaid support. Oh, my God. Dude, at this point, I don't even know what it would be. Like, I don't know what it would be. It might buy me, like, it wouldn't even be for me. Like, my kid needs a bed, right? Like, my son is growing. He still has his little toddler bed. I need to buy him a bigger bed. Like, having the child support would be great for that. That would be a good use of child support, right? Buying my son a new bed. Buying him some clothes for school. No. This is the Shutdown Sombereros section, guys. Shutdown Sombereros. Let's hear it for the sombreros. The sombrero memes will continue until Chicago gets its act together. Yes, the sombreros will continue until morale improves. And so it continues. The Democrat shutdown. More sombreros, guys. I love them. Exactly. These are the people that were bitching about the sombreros. These are the people that are saying it's cultural appropriation. These same women and men that all wore African garb and kneeled for Black Lives Matter, except Jerry Nadler there, not kneeling. Semi-based. So when you, let's see, the viral song about the finance guy over 6 foot. Check my post. What post, Crispy? You got to be more, or send me a link, bro. Come on. I improved it though. I added sombreros because I thought it needed to be. I thought they needed sombreros, guys. If we're talking about sombreros, give them sombreros. I could not get it to give Nancy a sombrero though. I don't know why. Sombreros to the sombrero meme. That was my contribution, guys. And then one last sombrero. Yeah, the whole family gifting a sombrero. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But we're going to get into memes. Steve always, we got the Tylenol memes come back around every now and again. And this one is one of my favorites. So I threw it back in here, guys. I've had this one up here before, but it is definitely funny. Trump warned you not to take Tylenol, but you showed him, huh, Bob? Oh, guys. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Also, this one, public school is garbage. I agree. Perfect use of the sombrero. I agree, Karen. I agree. If you trust the government, your history teacher didn't do their job. Guys, this is another thing that I really enjoy about What If Altis YouTube channel. The amount of information you can get about history, because it's about history and anthropology, mostly on his channel, is insane. And when you actually start looking at some of the details in history, you realize that the things that are happening now have happened before, and they did not end well. So if you're not afraid of your government, your history teacher did not do their job. All right, let me pull this up real quick. I got a link. We're gonna open the link. We're gonna. Oh gosh. Okay. This is amazing. Crispy. Hang on, let me. I'm gonna see if we can get some horsepower on this post. Let's see. We're gonna see what happens. See if we could get some input on this. I might have posted a comment under that and see if we can get some movement. But guys, this is the illegals versus predator video that I asked for. Crispy coming through. Oh man. Correct. Karis is correct. Mr. Chambers in 9th grade changed my life teaching me this. Yeah, history's crazy. I don't what is happening. Oh, what is happening in the comments? Horsepower. Yes. So, all right, give me a second. Let me see. I reposted it. Let's see. Replies. I think it's going to be a reply. Yep. All right. So we're going to see if they respond. They probably won't because these accounts are way bigger than mine. But I do love both of these accounts. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Same predators. It works. It works. I mean, if you want to put them on an island and let the pedos and the illegals fight each other, I guess. But like, I think this is funnier. But you can see the two accounts that I added up there. Those are two of my favorite review accounts. Guys, if you want to know if a movie is worth seeing, see if one of those two have done a video on it yet. And save yourself from time. They just both talked about the new Tron movie, and I'm not going to see it. I'll just leave it at that. So we'll see. Let's go, Chapin. Post out the live, everyone. Let's see if we can get Critical Drinker or Nerdrotic to give us some input on what they think about Crispy's Illegals versus Predator movie. Oh, guys. But yes, history is very important, guys. Go learn your history. We have a couple of great Grok videos and AI videos that have been coming out. These actually may not be Grok. They might be Sonas. But people were stitching together funny Olympic videos for women's Olympic sports. Let me know what you think. The USA won.
And they're off in the women's vacuum final.
Look at Clark. Push that stick back.
Beautiful straight lines already. Brown's closing in. Lou trying to keep pace, but Clark.
Oh, yes.
And they're off in the women's vacuum final.
Look at Clark.
The women's vacuum finals.
Stick back.
Beautiful straight lines already.
Yeah, USA wins. Also, this one was a Chatban meme, guys. Chatban sent us this one in the DMs. What about the Chinese app? We've already banned it. We've banned one, yes, but what about the second, even more Chinese app? Guys, there's always going to be another Chinese app. I hate TikTok. I think TikTok is a gross app. It serves no real purpose in our economy, but I'm okay with it. The Stephen Hawking skateboarding ones are hilarious. Those are pretty good too. Here's one from Dr. Clown, PhD. Team USA wins gold in sink cleaning.
Germany quick and surgical. Mexico with the rhythm. France swirling smooth. Look at USA flying. USA scrubbing to glory. That shines gold. Oh, Germany's brush snaps goo all over her. The crowd goes wild and the US basin is crystal ball.
That's sink cleaning. Sure, guys. Oh, guys, it's so good. Like the AI thing is turning into such a wonderful, wonderful thing. I've been loving every minute of it. You got here, I think the most fair-minded Americans think today's Democrat Party looks like the game room in a mental hospital. Yes. Why, yes, it does. I like it for my niche fly fishing and fly tying. Okay. There you go. Yeah, guys. The Democrat Party is looking more and more psychotic. Like it really is. The stuff that they're pushing on us is hilarious. Also, I'll put this up first. but I'll show you the original here in just a second. Also, it screwed up my watermark. I just want to let you know. This was my original post presenting the modern woman Barbie, the awful Barbie, angry white female urban liberal. It's got carrot on the shirt. It's got a coffee cup, a face mask, an iPhone. Guys, of course. Of course. I've been watching a lot of AI videos of a streamer fighting Black Nazi. It's so funny. It's so funny that it has better plot than movies now. Yeah, God, Dr. Gold, that is a good point. A lot of the creativity in the AI space is so much better than the creativity coming out of Hollywood. You're so correct. You're so correct. And I hope that all of you out there, especially like Shell and all of her AI friends, I hope all of you out there replace Hollywood and that you're compensated well for it because you deserve it. Like the stuff that they're creating is so much better. But Karen made a better version because we all love Karen. I get that she doesn't like that the crazy white ladies are called Karens. Like I understand. Karen is our favorite Karen. It's okay. Karen, I get it. This is also funny though. The awful Barbie, angry at female urban liberal, but is now a Cheryl. This came after the baseball incident during the baseball game. And then apparently she's taking a lot of Ozempic. A lot of Ozempic. It's not helping, but Cheryl needs more Ozempic. AI will replace Hollywood, says David. I agree. And it should. I think if you look at the ability to create using AI, right now when they increase the video length to 30 seconds, if you think about a standard movie is 120 minutes long, you would have to make 240 AI prompts and then stitch them all together and then use video editing and CGI stuff to make all of the scenes mesh well together. Grok 0.9 is doing very well at setting up one scene into another. There is some hiccuping. It is still not seamless. But guys, this is 0.9. A lot of Xanax and other crazy drugs as well. Okay, that makes sense. Grok will replace the AAA game studios. I hope so, Sith, because most of the games nowadays are garbage. They're just straight dookie. Like I still play like Space Engineers, Banished. Trying to think of the other one. Kerbal Space Program. Like I haven't really played a lot of the new games. A lot of the new games just aren't interesting to me. Grok will make movies next year. Yeah, that's basically what Elon's saying. And it's going to go well. But thank you for the addition, Karen. It's very good. I appreciate it. And then this was the last meme. I'll check my DMs to make sure we don't have any extras. But it is pumpkin spice season, guys. So just remember, pumpkins ain't going to be the only guts getting rearranged this fall. I'll just leave you with this one. So you go out there and rearrange some guts, folks. You go do the right thing. Correct, in video games the next year, but the market has not been created. Guys, I think that AI is eventually going to just be able to procedurally generate games. You're gonna put on your AI headset and you're gonna say, I want a game where I'm fighting dragons and it's similar to fucking whatever game. Like they're just gonna be like, whatever. Check your DMs, scroll up from Wednesday. What am I looking for? Crispy's laughing. Crispy gets it. Crispy gets it. I gotta check my DMs. Hang on, let me go back to here. Messages. What do we got? What do we got? From Wednesday, you say. Okay, we'll look at Wednesday. Oh, here we go. Okay. Memes, yes. All right. A rebel then and a rebel now. See the difference? I like the rebels now, guys. Be a rebel. AI can already write code when you ask it to write it. It does. It actually, I've used Grok to write a basic, what is it, Zork? The old text-based RPG where it's like, you just like type like move north. Like you can already do that stuff. I made an asteroids game with AI. Claude is better at coding right now, but like I think that some of the other models are probably going to catch up. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, guys. The creativity that people have combined with the AI getting better at the rate it's getting better, it's gonna be so good. Oh, Karen. This is a Karen meme. I can already see it. It's not really even a meme. Students see rise in SAT scores, but the drop in the number of black students taking it concerns officials. I don't think this meant what the original author thought it did. I don't know. What do you guys think? Interesting. Billions for free healthcare, illegal alien healthcare, or else. Government on off said, go ahead, make my day. And he goes, mass employee firings. Don't empower Skynet. That's fair. Try not to empower Skynet. Even though Skynet will eventually happen. Like it's going to happen, guys. Imagine, if you will, a political ideology so fragile, guys, that it gets destroyed by funny images with some text. Yes, the woke progressive ideology, folks. So fragile, a few images with text can unravel it. And we choose to offend leftists with memes, not because it is easy, but because it is fun. Yes, it is, guys. It is a lot of fun to be here going over memes with you guys, for sure. Oh, this isn't even a meme. Skynet already exists. It does. When I used to work for Amazon Web Services, there was a background network monitoring service that was always running called Skynet. Like, it's what cut you automated tickets when things went wrong. It already exists. And the fact that the creators of Alexa made it should terrify everybody, because Alexa's voice sounds way too familiar. 6th largest profits for health insurers' revenue as share of U.S. health spending. Yeah, guys, when do you think Obamacare started? What do you think? Where on that graph do you think we had the Affordable Care Act? This whole shutdown thing, guys, is just a lie. All right. Wait, don't scare me, David. Oh, yeah, no, Skynet already exists. Like, you may not like it, but it's true. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Always is with you guys. Oh, set a photo. We have one more. Oh, this isn't a meme. This was just a DM picture of the same thing, guys. Great stuff. Great stuff. The aliens versus predators. That's why I sent my very successful sister who want to talk about the government. Sorry, Karen, it's been around 8 to 10 years. Yeah, it's been around for a while. But yeah, guys, hey, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much again, Dr. Gold, for the $5. That was very generous of you. I appreciate you as always. Thank you very much. Everybody else in the chat, I appreciate you guys too. We had a lot of fun today. A lot of fun in the chat. I'm still not 100%. So I'll keep drinking my antibiotics. But guys, I will see you tomorrow night for the weekly update, because that's what we do on Saturdays, right? Everybody on Saturday night, make sure 7:00 p.m. Eastern, you set your clocks, alarms, whatever you got to set. Visit patriotdad.org. You can buy me a coffee. You can go to my channels. You can go buy some merch. You can do lots of other things. Speaking of merch, I need help designing new merch. I am so bad at doing merch. Like, I haven't done new merch in a while, and I just need some new merch. Take care, PD. Thank you very much, David. Thanks, everyone. It's been fun. Karen, it has. Hot toddy, according to Sith Master. I'll think about it. David, yes. Take the cold calm. Yes, David, I did get your messages. I will order some for sure. I appreciate you. I like how similar our medicine cabinet is. So thank you very much, David. But check out the website. Find the different ways to support me. Also, check out the live schedule there. You see Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the evening update, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, weekly update, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, topic exchange, 8:45 p.m. And Sunday, Shell and Christina have their Bible space at 4 p.m. Eastern. Apparently, I'll have some help from Shell as well. I'll just remind you of the pumpkin meme from earlier. But anyways, on that note, guys, it's been a blast. It's been great. I love you guys. I do. I hope you all take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And remember, in a world full of evil, guys, in a world full of evil, choose to do good.